Hi dear cricket fans, welcome to Cricket Happenings. And what a scene in Bangladesh today. Bangladesh have done something which they have never done in the past, and they have created history today by beating such an opposition like New Zealand. Not only did they win the series in Bangladesh against stronger opposition, but they have also done something that they have never done. They have done a clean sweep of the series. There was only one match which was rained off. Probably that would have not rained off. Probably it would have been a 5-0, probably. But well, they went into a 4-0 series victory here against New Zealand in this Micromax Cup, which was played at the Shere Bangla National Stadium here in Mirpur. So Bangladesh, but this was a very close match. New Zealand ran them very, very close. There was the last over, 8 runs were required. Kyle Mills was looking very, very powerful. But Rubel Hussain, the first ball was slammed into the fence, and there were 4 runs to get of the last 5 balls with the Kyle Mills, with the last man Hamish Bennett for company. But Rubel Hussain, who is absolutely a changed bowler now from the last 2 matches, what I'm seeing of Rubel Hussain is that he's an absolutely changed bowler. He is concentrating on very good line and length, and that's what he did today. Two tremendous Yorkers coming in, and that's it. Kyle Mills was sent back to the pavilion by Rubel Hussain, and it was a scene of jubilation here at the Shere Bangla National Stadium here in Mirpur. And Bangladesh won this match, a nail-biting contest here by just 3 runs, with Bangladesh scoring 174, a very low score, but New Zealand could even not get that low score of 174, finishing short by 3 runs. As far as Bangladesh were concerned, they won the toss and elected to bat, and Imrul Kais and Shahriar Nafiz opened the innings for Bangladesh, but they lost Shahriar Nafiz very, very early when he was LBW Ken McKay for 11. Imrul Kais was looking a bit aggressive today than the past, probably the confidence getting on to him, and well, he pulled Kyle Mills for a 6 and then repeated one more shot. That was something after quite a long time. He also pulled Andy McKay for a 6. So two shots which are pulled over square leg for 6, which is Imrul Kais, who normally he plays the stroke very well. And then Junaid Siddiq was also soon gone. He was a victim of Mills too. But it was some good bowling from Kyle Mills and Andy McKay, who really kept it tight. Bangladesh were not really able to really score freely as what they were doing before. So that was a good thing that was happening for New Zealand. So Junaid Siddiq was a victim. Kotvetori bowled Mills for 10 of as many balls, and Shahriar Nafiz was dismissed for 11 of 13 balls with 2 4s. Rakib Al Hassan couldn't contribute much. Daniel Vettori was also bowling very tightly, and he actually clean bowled Rakib Al Hassan for 6, sending Bangladesh to 369 for 3 at one stage in the 15th over. And at 77, Imrul Kais was looking confident, was gone when Vettori had him LBW for 34 or 50 balls with 3 4s and 2 6s. After that, it required a good partnership, and that's what Shakib Al Hassan combining with Mushfiqur Rahim did. They actually pushed the score on to 132. But that was it. Grant Elliott was actually was bowling a very tight line and length, and he was also duly rewarded because he was the one who actually dismissed both the batsmen. Actually, he broke that very the stabilizing stand which was going on as far as the 5th wicket was concerned, when Shakib Hassan was a victim of Elliott. He was Scott Williamson bowled Elliott for 36 or 47 balls with 2 4s, and Mushfiqur Rahim soon followed him back to the pavilion at 100 at the score of 144 when the 6th wicket fell for Bangladesh, and he was clean bowled by Elliott for 29 or 41 balls with 4 4s. Grant Elliott's figures were 4 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 8. Very good bowling figures. And then Mahmudullah and Shurwadi Shuvo couldn't do much. They potted around. They had to stay. They had to play the overs. But the New Zealand attack was very good. Hamish Bennett was looking very lively. Well, what I really saw in Hamish Bennett is having a very good physique of a fast bowler. He has a good arms, and the way he was bowling, he was hitting the deck very hard, trying to extract some out of it. So when Mahmudullah and Shurwadi Shuvo were at the crease, he was really bouncing the ball. A lot of bounces being used by Hamish Bennett. His bowling figures were also very impressive. 8 overs, 1 made and none for 29. Wickets started falling at regular intervals after that. 144, and then Shurwadi Shuvo at 161 departing. The Bangladeshi innings slowly collapsed. Shurwadi Shuvo caught McCallum bowled Mills for 3 of 17 balls. Mahmudullah was LBW bowled Vettori for 90 and 41 balls with 2 4s. And that's it. And after that, Shafiul Islam remained not out on fine. Rubel Hussain was gone. Caught watling ball, Mills for 2. 174, Bangladesh folded up due to some very good bowling effort from the New Zealand bowlers. Kyle Mills, 8.2 overs, no maiden, 3 for 36 was the best today. Andy McKay, 9 overs, no maiden, 2 for 34. Hamish Bennett looking as impressive as ever, 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 29. Daniel Vettori, economical as ever, 10 overs, no maiden, 3 for 32. Nathan McCullum, 5 overs for 27 runs. And Grant Elliott, 4 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 8. So that was Bangladesh actually folding up for 174, and New Zealand would have definitely thought that they had a chance because they had restricted Bangladesh to 174. Well, as far as New Zealand innings were concerned, Brendan McCullum and Jesse Ryder really disappointed as far as New Zealand is concerned. The batting has been the main worry for New Zealand. Well, what one thought was that the batting was the very strong point, but in this series what we have seen is that the batting order has totally not come to the fore at all, and Daniel Vettori is absolutely concerned about it. And why not? Because New Zealand are going to India too, and after that the 2011 World Cup follows. Well, the openers disappointed. Very good bowling from Shafiul Islam and Rubel Hussain. As I said, Rubel Hussain was the one who was looking absolutely the piece the way he was bowling, and he was the one who actually provided the breakthrough. In fact, he had both the openers sent back to the pavilion in quick succession. First at the score of 8, he had Brendan McCullum top-pitching into Shakib Al Hasan of the bowling of Rubel Hussain for 4 of 5 balls. And Jesse Ryder followed him to the pavilion with a low ball, with a scooter, which ball actually kept low from Rubel Hussain, and Jesse Ryder was trapped LBW in front for 4. So the score became 10 for 2. New Zealand were in real trouble. But this trouble really continued for New Zealand. And BJ Watling, there was a misunderstanding between BJ Watling and Ross Taylor, and BJ Watling was the victim, run out for 1 as Mahmudullah relayed the ball to Abdul Razak, who took off the bails. Ross Taylor and Kane Williamson in the middle. As you know, Ross Taylor, world-class batsman, Kane Williamson, the centurion in the last one-day match. But well, Williamson followed for a duck today. As Rubel Hussain was all over. He has taken his 3rd wicket there. Williamson was Kane Williamson was caught. Rakib Hassan bowled Rubel Hussain for duck. And after that, 16 for 4 became 20 for 5, and this was the real alarm bells for New Zealand when Ross Taylor was clean bowled by Abdul Razak, the spinner, for 3. And well, the spinners came in, throttled the middle order there. 20 for 5 for New Zealand. One were looking whether what is New Zealand going to do, but well, for New Zealand they definitely had hope there with Daniel Vettori, the captain, for the first time in the series, showing some very good playing a very good innings with the bat, and Grant Elliott also combining to make a very quick 50. And both of them actually had a very good partnership, which gave a lot of hope. From 20 for 5, they pushed on the score 106 by first looking at the bowling, taking a quick some singles, and in between trying to play some strokes. But that went on, and they were doing so well. Probably Bangladesh should have felt that this was the partnership they needed to break. Well, and that is the time. It was Shakib Al Hasan, the captain of the Bangladeshi team, actually gave and broke this very important partnership between Daniel Vettori and Grant Elliott. When Daniel Vettori was gone, caught Shafiul Islam, a wonderful catch taken by Shafiul Islam of the bowling of Shakib Al Hasan for 43 of 78 balls with 1-4 and 1-6. And well, that was the time, 106 for 6 at that stage. And well, Nathan McCullum came. Nathan McCullum couldn't contribute much. Shakib Al Hasan was bowling very well at that stage. He clean bowled Nathan McCullum for 4, and they were 119 for 7. After 119 for 7, it was Kyle Mills who joined Grant Elliott. Grant Elliott started playing his strokes at the time because he realized that. But Kyle Mills, as far as Kyle Mills was there was hope for New Zealand. But well, it was Grant Elliott whose wicket was claimed by Shurwadi Shuo, the left-arm spinner. After contributing, he was the highest scorer today. Caught Rubel Hussain bowled Shurwadi Shuo 59 of 105 balls with 7 fours, 145 for 8. There was still hope, but at 145, suddenly the New Zealand innings, they lost their 9th wicket as it was Andy McKay who was LBW bowled Abdul Razak for a duck, and the Bangladeshi team was absolutely happy. They were absolutely pumping fist. They knew that they are just, they were scenting victory at that stage. 9 for 145. 145 for 9. That was at the time the 45th over was bowled. Hamish Bennett came in to give company. Hamish Bennett really, just stayed there, allowing Kyle Mills, and Kyle Mills really gave hope for New Zealand. It was almost going to shatter Bangladesh hope because he started with some big hitting. that he's been renowned for, and he started hitting them. He actually hit Smart Shafiul Islam for a six. Rubel Hussain was slammed for a six, and well, suddenly he had taken New Zealand closer to victory. And the last over, as I said, only 8 runs were required for victory. But well, the first Rubel Hussain was the one who was bowling 8 runs for victory for New Zealand. But well, the first ball, Kyle Mills thrashed it to the fence for 4 to actually really really help them go towards their target. But after that, Rubel Hussain produced 2 beautiful Yorkers. The first Yorker, he just kept it out of his stumps there, Kyle Mills. But the third one, the third Yorker which came, the second Yorker, in fact, the third delivery, it was all over as Rubel Hussain had castled Kyle Mills for 33 of 47 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes. Hamish Bennett was not out, not of 11 balls, and 171 all out. New Zealand losing this match by 3 runs, but a very, very close finish there. And the bowling figures: Shafiul Islam 5 overs, no maiden, none for 23. Rubel Hussain 9.3 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 25, was the man of the match today. Abdul Razak 10 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 34. Mahmudullah 7 overs, 2 maiden, none for 18. Shakib Al Hasan 10 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 35. Shirwadi Shiva 8 overs, no maiden, 1 for 29. Player of the match, Rubel Hussain of Bangladesh. Bangladesh won this 5-match series 4-0, and player of the series was Shakib Al Hasan, the victorious captain of the Bangladeshi cricket team. So dear cricket fans, this was an absolute upset, I would say, because the way Bangladesh has played in this series, I was talking about the bowling the other day going into the 2011 World Cup, but I feel Rubel Hussain has become a very, very disciplined bowler. He has got his first man of the match award. He has never got a man of the match award in the past. So this was the first man of the match award for Rubel Hussain, and this is something that Bangladesh should really keep it, because the pace attack has been the one which has been the worrying factor for Bangladesh. The batting has been superb. The bowling, as far as the spinners are concerned, they are absolutely in for it. But the bowling has been the key. The pace bowlers have done their job in the last 2 one-day internationals. It has been the pace bowlers, Shafiul Islam at one stage, Rubel Hussain at other stage, and that's what has clinched the victory for Bangladesh in this series. In fact, as I said, in a historic clean sweep of the series, 4-0. New Zealand are the ones who are going to worry. The 2011 World Cup is coming. New Zealand have a tour of India coming up. India have just beaten Australia, have done a clean sweep of the series 2-0. So that is something Daniel Vettori will be really, really worried about, and he has already said that in his speech too. He has said that it's a worrisome factor going to India, and that too on Indian conditions, where the Indian players are real tigers there. And well, it's not going to be an easy task altogether. And after that, they have to regroup and they have to do something out of the ordinary as far as the Indian tour is concerned. And then we go on to the 2011 World Cup, which is really setting something that New Zealand has to really get over. How they do it, that is for their think tank to really decide what is the best combination, how do they go about. This is something that which was never expected. Bangladesh, first time in the history of their in their one-day international history, have actually, and what scenes what scenes of jubilation there at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium here in Mirpur. Absolutely jubilant. I'm sure Bangladesh will be celebrating today for what they have done. They have done a clean sweep of the series, 4-0. Absolute credit to them. As I said, the batting has been absolutely superb. They've been right there. The bowling, the spinners have been doing their job. The pace attack, well, I would rather say that Bangladesh should be really credited. Let us just look at this. Tamim Iqbal, one of the explosive openers of Bangladesh, is out to injury and he is not there. One can understand what a big difference Tamim Iqbal can make. Just imagine him into the mix in the 2011 World Cup with this particular team. And Tamim Iqbal, well, at the top of the order, if he's going to give the impetus with his hug stroking, and then we have the middle order coming in, chipping in. Well, let me tell you, all the opposition has to really worry about this for sure, because beating New Zealand, they are almost at full strength here, and they have won it. So, well, credit to Bangladesh. Congratulations to Bangladesh on the clean sweep of the series. Well, dear cricket fans, it has been, and for Bangladesh, for New Zealand, it is something that they really look at. Their opening has not really clicked. Brendan McCullum and Jesse Ryder have disappointed. the batting order has not really come along. Kane Williamson has been a good thing which has been happening. He